Hello, so let's look at some documentation for Python. If you go to python.org and you look at documentation, there's a link to Python docs. And here you can find several different places to look at documentation. We're going to look at the language reference. And here you'll find several of the topics organized, as you can see here. You'll also notice that in the documentation page at the top, you can pick the version of Python that you're coding in. And then there's an index, and you can also do a search here to look up. So for example, if I wanted to look up the print command, I could type that in here and click go, and it would bring up the print command. So that can be useful to look up individual commands that we'll be learning. Another source of documentation that may be a little bit easier to navigate is W3 Schools. And you can go here and pick the Python, and they give a very convenient navigation area over to the left. And the nice thing is that you can actually go in here and they have you can try out the commands, and it'll actually run Python right in the window. Finally, if you are using Visual Studio Code, they have some documentation mostly related to using Python itself. And they will have a little bit of, and so you can read through here to learn about how the Visual Studio Code works. So those are your basic fundamental sources for Visual Studio Code. You can also type into a search engine Python print, command, something like that, and you'll find that there's a lot of resources out there on the web that will give you good explanations on how different Python commands work. So thank you very much.